Hey everyone, welcome back to the library. It's time for another Tabletop Tuesday. We've been diving into the lore revolving around D&D's most iconic monsters, dragons. We've looked at chromatic and metallic dragons, but there is a third family of dragons that were just reintroduced into the 5th edition canon with the release of Fizban's Treasury of Dragons. Gem dragons are the offspring of a mysterious ruby dragon called Sardior. It's said that Sardior is the only ruby dragon in existence and is the purest form of a gem dragon. According to the new creation myth in Fizban's, Sardior was destroyed along with the First World, his essence spread throughout the multiple worlds created by the First World Sundering. These fragments of his existence became the gem dragons. There are 6 types of gem dragons, 7 if you count Sardior, as he does show up in some older stories as his own entity in the Forgotten Realms. Let's take a look at the mythical gem dragons. Amethyst Dragons are the first on our list. These massive purple-colored dragons possess scales that look like amethyst stones. They are considered wise and majestic, even by dragon standards, but their aloof nature tends to make them not care much about the ongoing conflict between good and evil. Different accounts of Amethyst Dragons' breath weapons offer conflicting reports. Some say they emit a terrible shrieking sound that has similar effects to a banshee scream. Others report that they can emit a line of concussive force. Fizban says that they have a singularity breath weapon that can deal powerful force damage and knock enemies prone. Though they prefer to avoid fighting, if brought to that point, they will never back out of a fight, as they consider fleeing to be dishonorable. Their scales are called Teia stones and are believed to bring good fortune and protection to the wearers. Next up is the Emerald Dragon. These sleek, shining green dragons are known for their inquisitive nature. Their vast general knowledge often surpasses that of the world's sages. Instead of a breath weapon, emerald dragons emit a powerful wail with enough sonic force to cause physical damage to those who hear it. The ever-shifting colors of an emerald dragon's scales can be used by the dragon to hypnotize those who get distracted by their beauty. They're often paranoid and reclusive, opting to observe and not participate in the goings-on of the world. They're not fond of visitors, so their lairs are often heavily trapped. Sapphire Dragons get their name for their deep blue shimmering scales that cover their bodies. They're the most territorial and antisocial of all gem dragons. As such, they're also the most warlike of their kin and prefer to discuss military tactics and campaigns. They have a keen interest in such matters, despite their natural inclination to hole up in their lairs and stay away from everything. A Sapphire Dragon could emit a cone of sonic energy that could harm and cause panic in those that caught in the blast. They also prefer to employ their considerable psionic abilities in combat, throwing foes around or teleporting around the battlefield. They are a force to be reckoned with and should not be taken lightly as an enemy or an ally. The shimmering yellow quality of Topaz Dragons give them their name. They are known to be selfish and unsociable. They have no interest in meeting others or vice versa. They often behave erratically, and not much else is known due to their elusiveness. Crystal dragons are quite the opposite. These shimmering crystalline dragons are known for their friendliness and desire to talk to others. Though they do not actively seek companionship, they do welcome friendly or interesting visitors as long as they are not there to rob them. They are not very fond of combat, preferring to talk things out, and would even go so far as to cast Charm Person on someone before a discussion to improve their odds of getting out of a fight. Finally, Obsidian Dragons sport the black shimmering scales that match the stones around their volcanic homes. They are known to be the most intelligent of all gem dragons and also the most dangerous. Obsidians are unique among gem dragons as they have a naturally evil demeanor, unlike the rest of their kin. It's said that they once lived at the Ruby Palace and worshipped Sardior as their god, but their leader, Sarades, was killed by the Ruby Dragon for reasons unknown, and they were expelled from his presence. These dragons breathe a devastating cone of fire and are known to possess mighty psionic powers. So there you have it, a brief rundown of the elusive gem dragons that you can now include in your own adventures thanks to Fizban's Treasury of Dragons, available for checkout at the library. That's all for today's Tabletop Tuesday. Thanks for watching everyone, we'll see you next time.